Don't see how Maliki wants to bring that up. Why you want to bring that up? I mean, we had a good thing going, and then you bring that up.
I don't know. Do we play you this year? I haven't seen
No,
the schedule yet.
no, we won't play you because they split the league. I mean, the divisions up, and we will play King for sure.
Okay.
But we won't play you guys unless it's
maybe in the city championship, week 8 or week 9, maybe.
Maybe. So now you're going to be in the Prep Kickoff Classic. I hear that you're playing Saturday, but who's playing the team for Indiana? I think it's King, or who are you guys playing?
I'm not sure who we got yet. I haven't looked at. We have a lot of uncertainty right now, but what's going on? We're hoping to get a new stadium. To be honest with you, that's the plan. But I don't know if that's gonna be this year, next year, or if it's even going to
playing
happen.
Cathedral, George Yarberry, who from Michigan Lead. I'm gonna drag
over
on.
There?
Yeah, that's George over there.
Oh,
I'm gonna drag George over in a minute. But so. What are some of the, you had a senior-laden team last year, a lot of leaders.
Yeah, we lost a lot.
So, but from what I'm hearing, man, you guys went and got an injection of testosterone, dude. I mean, we're not getting ready to candy coat this on the Coach Hop Show.
Come on, I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, look, you okay. Is that your game face? So what are some of the challenges you got coming up? You lost a great quarterback.
Yeah.
And Rodney Hall, but you got another one in the wings. Talk about your quarterback.
Aaron Jackson. He's been with us since he's a freshman.
Finally, it sounds good.
Thanks, Ray. Go ahead, Matt.
No, Aaron's been with us since he's freshman.
On your phone if you wanted to.
And he's ready. He's a senior this year.
Or on your website.
Listen to this on your phone, on your car, your website. My producer's in my ear. Make sure you go to www.thecoachhopshow to stream all of our links to Facebook, tweet.
And you say that as your second language. I didn't stay up late for nothing.
Hey, we got to be able to mute our producer.
I
know Ray controls everything. So we like to have some fun on the Coach Hop Show. Well, proceed, Coach Maliki.
Aaron Jackson from Chase. He's a senior. He's got a strong arm. He's got a couple offers. I think Central Michigan, but he's been with us since a freshman, and he's got a lot of time. Matter of fact, 2 years sophomore, he ended up winning. Rodney got hurt. He had to step in for the semifinal game. He took us to the championship in the Snow Bowl over Canton, and then he started in the state championship game. And he did well. He's got a strong arm, very smart kid, and it's his turn to step up and be the starter. So that's what we expect from him. And from what we've seen so far, he's looking good. He's going to be good.
Matt, do you have any questions for Coach Maliki?
Yeah, I do. I'm familiar with one of the guys that has come over to Kaz. Actually, I saw him walking out earlier, a tailback. And Lou Nichols, a former Detroit Spartan, amazing kid. And I think he's obviously going to fit nice with you guys over there, but definitely a different type of back than Donovan Johnson. Talk a little bit, and I know he's only been over there for a few weeks now, if that, but talk a little bit from what you've seen so far in the contrast in styles.
Between Lou and Donovan Johnson?
Right.
I think Donovan Johnson is one of the fastest kids in the country.
Right.
But Lou's a big kid. He's bigger than Donovan. And from what we've seen, I mean, he's only been there for, I think, 2 weeks, come over. But he's a nice kid. He's very nice. He's very coachable, and he's smart. I mean, we kind of went on stuff with the board and showed him a little bit of our run game, and he's whatever we're showing, he's picked up, and he's like, all right, I got it. So we're pretty excited to have him, and hopefully he fills in and just kind of takes the next step for us and is our next starting running back. We have a couple running backs, Jared Mangum, and then Lou and CJ. So we're gonna have some running backs. I mean, I don't think we're gonna have the kid like Donovan Johnson who has the 4.38 speed.
So you won't have a game breaker.
No, I don't think these kids are game breakers. But by the same token, they're gonna have good vision and they can get us the 20, 30-yard burst. And who knows? Sometimes football speed's different than track speed. So, I didn't see him getting caught a whole bunch of times last year in the film we saw.
Right. Also, too, talk a little bit about, I remember you being on the show before the state championship game. Mm-hmm. I believe the first question I asked you about was about Mr. Tion Allen.
Tion's coming back.
And then Tion goes out there and snags the first 2 touchdowns.
He did. He had
Out of nowhere. Everyone is watching on TV and is saying, "Who is this kid?
Where'd he come from?" Right.
Right. And had they been listening to the Coach Hop show, they would have had some inside info.
Or you should have talked to Coach Cash. He coaches the receivers.
Don't worry, Cash about to get on the mic in a minute.
But yeah, Tion's coming back. We expect good things from him. And like I said, our receivers, they're pretty good. Last year Donovan Peoples-Jones got all the PR, but we had a lot of good receivers. Tion, we had Donovan Parker, who ended up he's going to Tiffin, and then Mark. So we had good receivers, but you know what? A lot of times last year they were under the radar, but these kids can play, And then this year we have a few more. Coach Cash can talk about them when he talk to him. But our receiving core, we're not dropping off too much. I'm wide receiver in the country. You don't have that too often, but as a whole, there's not going to be too much of a drop off. Tion's right in the mix, though. He's going to be one of our playmakers.
Well, thanks a lot, Dave. We appreciate you coming on the show, and we look forward to seeing that bling again. But we plan on getting one or going by your house and taking yours.
Beautiful.
Thanks a lot for being on the Coach Hop Show. We'll be back.
Yep.
You're listening to the Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy.
So what's going on?
Man, tough week.
That's right, baby. We're back at the Legacy Sports Complex in Brighton, Michigan. Remember, the Coach Hop Show, you can listen live to the show. No more hunting link anymore. Just click on the link below and visit the site, www.thecoachhopshow.com. You're all set. You can listen to the show in your car by connecting to your smartphone via Bluetooth. It's that simple. And I like the intro, Ray. It's Matt, does it make you want to put on a helmet and go out there and play?
Ray, I'm feeling the intro, man. Great job. Really,
I mean, it just sounds like,
it's amazing.
Sounds like Dracula, and then all of a sudden, man, there's carnage.
Gets me ready to go.
I get goosebumps and chills. Ray Templin is the mastermind and godsend of the Coach Hop Show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, on another note, we had a big retirement announcement this weekend. Tom Mack from Catholic Central, who coached for 41 years. Matt, he had the opportunity to coach you. And I'm just going to let you give the listeners his bio, man, because his bio is unbelievable. I think he had 17 state titles.
17 Catholic League titles. Coach Mack was him retiring this past week. Kind of came out of nowhere to most people, to people close to the program. Maybe had a little bit of an idea, but weren't really sure when. But still, nonetheless, a big deal. Quick rundown of his stats. Resume is really second to none. 41 years at Detroit Catholic Central. Record 370 wins to 97 losses. 10 state titles in the highest division in the state, 20 regional championships, 12 district championships, 17 Catholic high school league championships, and God only knows how many kids he's put into college and sent off. Great leader of men. Had the honor to play for Coach. I'm class of 2000, but just an amazing man.
Give me I've had the pleasure of talking with him on numerous occasions, and he used to always come down to Wayne State when they were doing the coaches clinics, and he would speak at those clinics. And for a guy that small, that little, I mean, it just appeared to me that he always had a little Nick Saban in him. Did you ever hear him did he raise his voice?
Oh, first of all, Coach Mack's voice is something that's
it's a unique.
Everyone who's played football at Catholic Central, we always joke about Coach Mack's voice. I give you an impersonation. I gotta jump into it here for a second, but
you can impersonate.
God darn it, Riddle, carry out your fakes.
So that's his high-pitched voice?
He's definitely a high-pitched voice guy. One of the smartest coaches ever in the state of Michigan. One quick point, though, I do kind of want to take a little liberty here and point out is that something that I don't think Coach Mack gets enough credit for is his ability as a game tactician. A lot of people know CC for the 32 personnel, power football, smash mouth, running the wham. The wham never loses yardage. But his ability as a tactician, making changes, whether, personnel, whatnot, kind of goes unlooked. And, like I said, resume speaks for itself. He will be surely missed.
You listen to the Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy. Broadcasting live from the Legacy Sports Complex in Brighton, Michigan. Remember to check out the Coach Hop website. It's hot, it's new, and it's ready to go. You can listen to the show live now. You don't have to hunt around for the link. And you're all set. You also can connect to your smartphone and Bluetooth. It's just that simple. www.thecoachhopshow.com. And as we get into the second tier of games, there's not a whole lot of action going on, really, to be honest with you. But Catholic Central, talk about the history with Catholic Central. Now, I remember when I was a kid, and they were located on Hubble in Outer Drive in Detroit, which now where the old high school sits, there's a vocational school and then on the other part of it is Renaissance High School.
Correct.
And then the football field. So at one time they had that entire deal. And a number of friends of mine that I know that are Catholic Central graduates, it always appeared to me, even when I was in high school and younger, that there was something different about what they had going on over there. And they went about their business, and then they moving. When did they move to Redford?
Moved to Redford, I believe, in the 80s.
Okay, moved to Redford in the 80s, and now they have this sprawling palace.
That's right.
In Novi, and I've had the opportunity to coach against Catholic Central, the last being when I was coaching at Inkster, and I think that might have been.
How'd that turn out for you, Coach?
All I can tell you is this is my Catholic Central experience. I've had a few of them, but I'm just going to talk about the Novi experience. So we drive up to Novi, and they've got it's a concrete wall, beautiful wall, and these gates, and you've got greeters. I mean, they must have alumni that dates back to the 40s, man, like Notre Dame. And these guys who are just part of the program kind of guide you in with these blue jackets. And then, you see another.
Those are called shamrocks, Coach.
Shamrock. I'm just calling them blue jackets because I knew somebody was going to say shamrocks. But anyway, it's just a unique experience because the buy-in, the pageantry, it's as if you're playing in the college football environment. I mean, everything is first class. They're about their business. They don't make waves. And for quite a while, they were the dominant, team in their bracket before they started moving to the different divisions. So, and we didn't win, of course. And I always thought that it's not having the best players, you know what I'm saying, but having a system that the players can merge into. And I think that's the key to Coach Mack's success. He didn't always have the electric player or players, but as a unit, as a group, as a team, one for all for one, that worked well for him. And I think a lot of programs could actually use his template to get better. And I think that's what stops a lot of great teams from being great, is because the individual symbolism takes over the team.
Right.
And I never saw that on any of his teams.
Right.
Ever. And Brother Ice is another one that comes to mind, but we're talking about Catholic Central. You're listening to the Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy. Catch us online, www.thecoachhopshow.com, where you can listen to us on YouTube, also Twitter. You can chat with us all in one. Listen to us on your smartphone, connected to Bluetooth. Also, showtimes. We'll be back out here after a break on the 25th of February, March 4th, championship weekend. And we debut in the beautiful Penn Media Studios tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, 7 to 9, the Coach Hop Show. So there's a lot going on, and we want to make sure we're in your living room, in your car, or wherever you can stream us, text us, the whole nine. Matt, talk about some of the top players that have played for Catholic Central.
Man.
And Justin Sasante is one that comes to mind.
Justin himself, and everything he's done since playing. When I got to Catholic Central, Justin was in my government class. I actually sat behind him, and that was at Breakfast Drive in Redford, legendary Breakfast Drive. And to kind of get back to Coach Mack, I was a quarterback and transferred over, and Dave Lusky, who's in the Hall of Fame at Eastern Michigan, had just completed the back-to-back state championship, and I went into the office, first time ever meeting Coach Mack, and gave me this playbook, and this is in the late 90s. Gave me this playbook that looked like it was from the 60s, probably was, and set it up with Dave Lusky, and I met with him every day before school in the lunchroom, and he went through the whole offense with me in the wintertime so that I was up and ready to go by the time the season came, and I just kind of wish, they tore down Breakfast Drive, and most of your Shamrocks out there nowadays are Breakfast Drive guys. I kind of wish that they would have kept at least that coaching office at Breakfast Drive, because that place, it was a special place.
Breakfast Drive. So why was it called Breakfast Drive?
That's the school was off Breakfast Drive. It was right off
just
of
the name of the street.
Schoolcraft. Right.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
Yeah, Casey Rogowski. I could go on. Casey Rogowski, obviously, typically Catholic Central always had a big fullback, tailback that did damage. Also, Coach Karate too.
Coach Karate.
Yep.
Coach Karate was like Dick LeBeau.
Right.
How long did he coach there?
Man, Coach Karate was still there this past season.
So he's been there as long as Matt.
Pretty much. Coach Karate was my gym teacher, one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life. Still friends with, played with his son Anthony at Catholic Central.
Mm-hmm.
Still friends with him today. He's another legend in himself.
Wow. You got to pay some bills, Matt. You
Yep.
want to
Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy Football. Some of our sponsors, Legacy Sports Complex, Legacy Football, Zenith, U.S. Army, Size Up Supplements. Title sponsor is the D Zone, Sports in the D. Got some great stuff out on Twitter. Let's see. Legacy Football Mission. Legacy Football was established in 2009 as a premier offseason development program in the Midwest. The mission of Legacy Football is to positively impact student athletes on and off the field through development programs, including life skills, academic support, recruiting, education, and athletic development. Legacy's vision to leave a legacy and imprint on the game of football through development of youth and high school football players throughout the state of Michigan and the United States. Some of the programs Legacy Center Football offers the following on-site and off-site programs to develop student athletes on and off the field, community service initiatives, tutoring, ACT prep, and much more. Get out to Brighton and check it out.
Outstanding. Some of the upcoming games, we're in the second bracket time slot for the day. We've got Wide Receiver Nation versus East Red. Detroit versus Saginaw Maroon. And then we've got East versus Detroit Red at 2 o'clock, Saginaw Maroon versus Wide Receiver Nation. And then we round off the second bracket with Detroit versus Wide Receiver Nation and East Red versus Saginaw. And Wide Receiver Nation is, as Coach Fitz stated earlier in the show, they've got a bunch of sophomores, freshmen that are actually making their mark, and they're 2-1 right now.
Right. Yeah, they got some talent on it too.
And I'm glad I brought this up, because there's a lot of misconceptions about the Legacy Statewide 707. I've heard in the past week people speak to the fact that it's, they don't have the top talent out here. It's a JV 707 league. And Matt, as you well know, that's not the case. And you've got, for instance, you've got two of the top quarterbacks in the state, and L. Julian Jordan from Detroit Central, Sam Johnson, formerly of Southfield A&T, who's now at Wall Lake Western. And there are a host of other talented kids. Earlier, before we got started with the league, Cass Tech had about 30 kids out here playing in a, not under Cass Tech, but a lot of their Cass Tech players were playing some other teams. And this is a high-profile league where you're going to have high-profile coaches. Greg Jones, formerly of the Michigan State Spartans. Again, Ron Rice, Detroit Lion vet. You've got a number of individuals that are doing great things out here. Dennis Parker, two-time state champ defensive coordinator. Ramon Batten, and a host of others. So don't get it twisted. The Legacy Sports Statewide 707 League is a premier league. I don't know of any other 707 league or any other club that has or could rival the Legacy Sports Complex. And Matt, I'm pretty sure you got something to say about that as well.
Oh, absolutely. First of all, this facility's out of control. You know, you can do anything and everything in here. Field turf, best of the best. Quarterback watching right now. Deep ball. Ooh, nice ball. Looks like you got pass interference there. But yeah, no, it's just not the quarterback's coach mentioned, but you just go up and down the list. Probably 9 out of the top 10 quarterbacks in the state of Michigan are here today. I mean, that should just really tell you everything you need to know from the west side to the east side. A lot of top receivers, mentioned tight ends, linebackers, DBs, everybody's here. So we're watching action right now, and my quarterback's throwing the ball. So, but yeah, I mean, you name it, you know, talent up and down the roster. So, you know, whether you are a parent, a fan, a recruiter, some of the top recruiters out there. I see Alan Trio out there on the field, Dave Burke. A lot of guys here, a lot of attention, coaches everywhere. Get out here. I mean, it's the place to be right now, high school football.
All right, we want to talk about week 1 standings and MVPs. Legacy Navy, which is the defending champ, went 3-0. Their MVP was Mickey Lynn from Lansing Catholic Central. Legacy White, 3-0. And their MVP for the week was Richie Miller from Wyandotte. Kalamazoo, 3-0. Their MVP was Brady Viss from Grand Rapids South Christian. East Black, 3-0. Man Nicklin from Clarkston, who's unbelievable. BTGA, and that's the team from Canada. They went 3-0. Kaylin Stevenson from Canada. And West White, 2-1. Cameron Martinez from Muskegon Catholic Central. The East Red, even though there's a typo, Nicholas should be on red, and DJ Atkins should be for the black, but nonetheless, DJ was the MVP. He played at Detroit Central. Wide Receiver Nation, the young group we just talked about, they went 2-1. Justin Thomas from Wall Lake Western. And there's a misprint because East Black didn't lose a game. And again, they kind of flipped things around, and that was kind of like a typo. Also, Next Level, they went 2-1. Deron McKinney from River Rouge. Flint, 1-2. Cal Endicott from Flushing. West Green, 1-2. Cameron Tanner from Montague. Saginaw Maroon, 1-2. Chante Vickers from Carlton. Saginaw White, 1-2. Brady Frazier from Chelsea. BTG, 1-2. Elijah Bly from Canada. Michigan Elite A, 1-2. Dakari Washington from Renaissance High School was the MVP. Michigan Elite, 1-2. Jack Moran from Brother Rice. Lansing went 0-3. Carl Brooks was the MVP for Lansing Sexton. Detroit went 0-3, ironically. Ahmad Sabah from Fordson. Macomb, 0-3. John Elias Owens from Chippewa Valley. And bringing up the rear, Legacy Gray, who went 0-3 with Nick Rude from Detroit Catholic Central. So those are the MVPs from week 1, and there'll be more out on the site. And again, you can listen to us live by just linking into www.thecoachhopshow.com, and it'll take care of all your streaming pleasure. You can also listen to us on your smartphone and your Bluetooth. You're listening to the Coach Hop Show. And we're back. Listen to the Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy. And now we're going to bring a expert from the west side of the state, Mr. Surya Davenport, who's going to talk about some of the top players in the state. I'm going to roll the interview process over to Matt Riddle. Matt, take it away.
How you doing, Mr. Davenport?
I'm doing well.
Good. Why don't you first of all go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Surya Davenport, and I'm father of Surya Susu Davenport II, 2018 junior quarterback from Godwin Heights, Wyoming Godwin Heights. He's a second-year player in the Legacy Football 707 League. And I'm not a quarterback expert. However, I followed, because my son is in the recruiting process and he plays in high-level football, I follow a lot of the Coach Hop, so I follow Legacy recruiting, the D-Zone. So I'm pretty knowledgeable, just trying to expose the west side of the state to a lot of these programs and events on this side.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about some of the west side of the state quarterbacks, including your son and some of those guys.
My son plays for Legacy West, and his team, he was Detroit Free Press All-State Honorable Mention. He threw for over 2,300 yards, 25 touchdowns, and he's on the same team we practice with Jason Whitaker, Northwestern University commit out of Rockford. And he also plays and practice with Ladarius Jefferson out of Muskegon, Big Reds.
I got a question real quick about Ladarius Jefferson. And some schools are recruiting him as a quarterback. Some schools are recruiting him as an athlete. Is that correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And talk about some of the schools that are recruiting your son and talk a little bit about the recruiting process and everything that you're going through.
Well, right now, my son is being looked at by a lot of D2 schools, Ferris State University, Davenport University, Grand Valley State University. We decided to join the league so that he could get more exposure and face top quality competition. So have no problem every weekend driving this commute because, as you know, a lot of the teams are built around the east side. You guys know about the 707 program a lot more than we do on the west side. So I wanted him to get more exposure, join a lot more of the camps, and see some of the players. Jason Whitaker, he had a lot of D1 interest from MAC schools and a couple Big Ten schools. He decided to commit before the season to Northwestern University because it provided him with the academic aspect, and he felt like he fit right into their system. Ladarius Jefferson, he fields offers from several MAC schools. Navy just offered him, and Air Force just offered him.
Well, he's got some tremendous grades, Air Force.
Yes.
A lot of people get it twisted, and they think that Air Force is just, okay, I can go. But you have to have, I believe, letters of recommendation, and there's a vetting process that's 10 times more so than getting into Stanford,
Those three kids, Susu Davenport, Ladarius Jefferson, Jason Whitaker, are high-quality character kids. Just to throw that out there. If you ask anybody about them, their coaches, the peers, the adults, they're great character kids first, which, as a quarterback, that's important. And one of the things, too, joining the league here, people think that they just show up and fling a ball around.
Exactly.
And it's just running around. But one of the mandatory things with Legacy 707 League is that you have a college preparedness.
The academic piece.
Yeah, the academic piece, which is mandatory. The seminars, a lot of high school athletes aren't coached in becoming collegiate ready with their core classes, their core GPAs, the ACT, SATs, and a lot of them find out too late and they have to go another route. And that's something that I really didn't want for my son.
Talk about the the attributes that your son have in terms of what are their strong suits, what do colleges find, what do they like about him?
One of his strongest suits is just being, when they look at him, stereotypically, they look at him and like, oh, he's an athlete or he's going to be able to run. And he's been the type of quarterback that his strongest attribute is his arm and his accuracy. He had 100 completions out of 188 attempts this year. This year he had a new coach and they ran the spread offense, so he was able to break 7 school records just this year as a junior. But he's extremely mobile. He's a 7th man on the Class B #1 ranked high school basketball team in the state, Godwin Heights. So he plays basketball at the same time he comes here to play 7-on-7. So he can run the ball. However, he chooses to show off his arm and accuracy more.
Sounds good. What are some of the top teams around on that side of the state? And give me your top 5, and then give me your top 5 in sleeper schools.
Well, this year, as you can see, Grand Rapids Catholic Central, which is they won the state championship, beat Detroit Country Day this year in a defensive battle. We faced them for the last 2 years in first round playoffs, and they shut us out. This year, it was rightfully so. They were regarded as one of the top defenses in the state. You have Grand Rapids West Catholic, who's won, I believe, 5 state championships in a row in their division. You have Muskegon Catholic Central. You have Muskegon Big Reds, who's always a tough team, and they just reload every year. Then you have pretty much that's it. We have a lot of great individual players. Like I said, I was talking to the D Zone and I said, hey, come over to the west side of the state and get some of these players and expose them to this, because right now my son is one of the few kids that is benefiting from this league.
And how long has your son been participating in this league?
This is his 2nd year. Last year we received a solicitation letter, and I decided to go online and I opened it up. A lot of times you get a lot of solicitation letters when your kid is an athlete, and I decided to Google Legacy Football and Legacy Center, and did the research and realized that this was something that I wanted to be a part of, and I'm glad I did.
That's outstanding.
What color shirt is Dennis Parker wearing? What color?
In terms of the value, what's your son's GPA right now?
My son has a 3.167 GPA. Like I said, he plays high-level basketball. This year, it will be the first year he doesn't play AAU because we're going to concentrate on football camps. He really loves
What
football.
camps are you looking to go to?
Right now, I'm just doing the research with Legacy. Pretty much who they. He attended Camp Pride, but I'm going to do a lot of.
So, are you going to do 1 days?
Yes, we're.
Are you going to? If I could give you a suggestion,
please do.
I think doing 3 days is a waste of time unless you're really in love with the school and you want to devote that much time. But if you're trying to get the best out of all the schools, I would do 1 day.
Definitely, and like I said, as a father, I came to this side of the state to get exposed to information, to meet the right people, because that's one thing people don't understand. As a parent, you have to do your job also. You have to get your kid into the right situations and just give them that opportunity to showcase themselves and learn more. This has been a learning process for me. I'm familiar with you, Coach Hop, because of Twitter and because of Legacy, and I'm a follower of yours. And
so you're a big fan? You're a fan?
I'm a fan. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, my son only has one opportunity to do this, and as a father, I want to do as much as I can. I can't tell him, oh, I wish I wish I coulda, woulda, dulda. You know, that's not worth anything out here in life.
Outstanding, outstanding. Well, we thank you for coming on the show and look forward to seeing you. And keep us updated with the information that we need. And look forward to watching your son do big things.
Definitely, I appreciate the opportunity. Like I said, to any other parent that are teetering on, deciding to have your kid involved in this, I highly suggest it. Because I joined last year. I had my son and I had 4 of his receivers on the same team, and he ended up breaking 7 school records. And I have to give all of that to his time that he spent during the winter time, not laying around, not wishing that he could play football, not playing 2K17 football or whatever, John Madden. He was actually out here throwing balls. And then facing the best competition, because on our side of the state, a lot of people don't know about 7-on-7. A lot of people have their naysay. They have these opinions, but I tell them all the time, hey, my son is throwing against Detroit Cass Tech DBs. He's throwing against Detroit King, Catholic Central. The guys that I read on Twitter, my son is going against them.
So you see a lot of, and I talked about this earlier, a lot of people think this is a JV league. And you got some of the top talent in the state here.
Well, like I said, we carry Legacy West has 2 teams, a white and green. We only carry 4 quarterbacks. 3 of the quarterbacks are all staters.
Exactly.
So
I mean, and so that puts to rest again, ladies and gentlemen, the myth that this is just a JV league. We've got about 10 top 10 quarterbacks here. One to my left, we're going to have one in a second. L. Julian Jordan. What's up, L. Julian? Is your mic on?
And I read about you too, L. Julian. Pleasure reading you. All right, Coach Pop. Take care, bro.
All right, Coach Davenport. What's up, man?
What's up, Coach?
So you over there throwing them laser beams?
Yeah.
So how was it?
It was some good competition out there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, you like it, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't like not playing last week, huh?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah. I think we could have did better. I'm not trying to beat Eric or nothing, but we could have did a little better if I was.
So y'all won all 3 games?
No, we lost 1.
So you went 2-1?
2-1.
Oh, not bad, not bad. I saw everybody catching those balls. You was putting some heat on those balls, man.
Yeah, Coach was like, take a little heat off.
Yeah, well, I saw you throw the little drag route to the tight end, and I wanted to say he should have caught that ball.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But I can hear the pop in those hands up here. So
yeah.
What's the best thing in terms of competition that you've seen out here? Have you seen some top players out here?
It's a lot of good quarterbacks. There's a lot of great receivers out here. But like top, I don't really. Nah. I mean, it's just a lot of good quarterbacks out here. I ain't see no top quarterback.
Cause you the man.
Yeah, basically.
So nobody else needs to throw the football but L. Julian.
Yeah, but L. Julian and Jordan.
So if you could, would you be the quarterback for every team out here?
No, I'm just gonna stay with Michigan in the league.
No, I mean I'm just. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, if they say, "Hey,
Loyalty.
L, can we use you for a game?" You wouldn't do it.
Nah.
You said you're gonna stay with Michigan Elite, huh?
Yeah.
Well, your quarterback coach, Matt Riddle, and ladies and gentlemen, we're nationwide. You're listening to the Coach Hop Show. Catch us at www.thecoachhopshow.com. Listen on your smartphone, Bluetooth. Also chat with us, Twitter. And we're hot and we're ready to go. Matt Riddle, I know you have some interesting questions for L. Julian's debut out here at the Legacy Sports Complex. So I'm going to let you get a little bit in.
Juju.
What's up, Coach?
What's up? First of all, good games out there. Talk a little bit about coming together with these receivers and running backs and coming together as an offensive unit, being from different schools and just meeting a lot of these guys and coming out here on the weekends and connecting and getting your installs in quick before the games start. Talk a little bit about starting to develop chemistry, stuff like that.
This was my first time playing. With the receivers and running backs. So I had to adjust to how they run their routes and like how to throw the ball to them, cause some can't catch the fastball, and they had to adjust to how I am as a quarterback. And I mean, we got it's a lot of cool guys on the team, and yeah, that's really it, really.
Yeah, the fastball, I can speak from experience. Fastball ain't no joke, so take it easy on some of these guys, man. You don't want them leaving with welts.
I think it's too late for that. I think one kid's probably got his hands in some buckets of ice, and it's cold outside, and there's no snow.
Oh yeah, and it's my first time. This is my first time. Like, I just started knowing the coaches, and all the coaches cool.
So it's a learning process.
Yeah, so it's just a learning process.
So you just had to get familiar with everybody.
Yeah.
And them with you.
Yeah.
So moving forward, what do you expect?
Moving forward, we should just be dominant, win every game. That's what I expect.
Now you got some.
I like to win.
You got some teammates on Legacy Black, and they went 3-0, and they play later today. And it seems like you guys are on the collision course for that championship game Sunday, March 11th.
Yeah.
And I sure would like to see that.
Yeah.
That would be outstanding.
I like to play against them.
Would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know what that means, right?
I get to jump to them all day.
Whoever wins that game, whoever wins that game, boy, you got to go buy lunch for everybody, whatever it is. But El Julian, great job, my man.
Thank you, Coach.
Are you going to be out here for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, man, good luck. Thanks for coming on the Coach Chop Show. El Julian Jordan, the top quarterback in the state of Michigan. Also, Elite 11 invite, and we look forward to seeing you. And take it easy on those guys, man.
Yes, Coach.
All right.
All right, Coach.
Good job, Jude.
Listen to the Coach Chop Show, powered by Legacy, www.thecoachchopshow.com. And we're going to bring in a couple young men. And, Matt, I'm going to let you kind of take over the athlete interview process. And while we get everybody together, again, this is the hottest show on the internet. And who do we have going here for the last game here? We've got Detroit versus Wide Receiver Nation. Actually, no, we've got East Red and Detroit, and then Saginaw Maroon versus Wide Receiver Nation. All right. And how you doing, my man?
I'm doing good.
What's your name?
Abe Jafar.
Abe Jafar?
Yep.
How you doing? What's
I'm
your
all right.
GPA?
I got 4.2.
Wow. 4.2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
4.2.
I'm
What's
working.
your favorite subject?
My subject?
Yeah. Or subjects.
I don't know. I like history. That's
All
easy for me.
right. Okay. You know what? Last week,
Yeah.
was 2 or 3 people that said history. And
It's
so
easy.
okay, but I'm going to see though.
All right.
So, do you watch CNN?
Nah, I don't watch the news, man.
Well, how do you like history and don't watch the news?
The past, not the present, you know? I don't know.
Hey, then yesterday's news is history today.
Wow.
That's true.
You better start watching CNN.
There's some reason why he has a 4.2.
Yeah, right. What school do you go to?
I go to Dearborn Fortson.
Uh-oh.
Tractors in the house.
Tractors in the house.
Hey.
So what's it look like for this coming season?
For Legacy or?
No, for Dearborn Force.
I think we're gonna make a good run in the playoffs. We're going 9-0. I'm betting on that.
It's 9-0 and then knocked out in the playoffs. That's it.
Maybe, who knows? As long as we go 9-0.
So you don't care about the playoffs as long as you go 9-0. Yeah, you
no
care.
comment.
Oh, Matt, you got anything you want to ask the young man?
Yeah, absolutely. First, talk about what year are you?
I'm class of 2019. I'm a sophomore.
2019, sophomore. Talk about what's your biggest rivalry at Fortson?
It's between Dearborn High and Cass Tech.
Cass Tech.
Yeah, man.
That's a playoff rivalry, huh?
Yep.
Okay. And talk about shout out to a couple of your teammates. But talk about some of your key players this season coming up at Fortson.
We got our quarterback Hussein Ajmi, and we got a really good secondary. And then Suleiman Shajra, he's gonna lead our secondary and make a lot of big plays for us this year.
Okay. So you guys are looking to do big things.
Yep.
So I noticed you didn't mention Edsel Ford. Do you guys not play them no more?
We do, but
Just not even on that level of being considered a rival.
I mean, it's a rivalry.
Hey, it gotta be. I appreciate that truth. And talk a little bit about your team out here and some of your guys on your team out here and what you guys been doing out here.
First day we went 3-0, so we did a really good job with that. Everything was going smooth. And then the second day, we were kind of choppy. We didn't come out fast. We went 0-3. I mean, there's no
You didn't win a game today at all?
No, not today.
Wow.
Like we're good. There's no standout plays. We just play really good together. That's what makes us so good.
All right, before we let you go,
All right.
we've been playing this game called Sexy Voice.
Sexy voice.
Yep, bringing it back. So now you out and you see this girl you like,
Yeah.
and you know your boys have no talk, they lame, and you want to go over and talk to her. Give me a sexy voice.
Man, I don't know. It's my looks that do it. I don't have to.
You
talk.
what?
It's the looks that do it. You don't have to do a sexy voice.
Yeah, you do.
Well, it's
Okay, that might work in high school. They ain't gonna work in college.
well, I'm in high school now. So
Oh,
I'm not worried about
you
college.
said, we'll worry about that later.
We'll worry about that later.
We're gonna let you go with that one. Thanks for
right.
coming on the show. Look forward to looking for you.
All right.
All right, you listen to the Coach Hop Show. And as we wait for our next guest to come on, remember to listen to the Coach Hop Show. All you have to do is press www.thecoachhopshow.com. It'll take you to our Twitter, Facebook feed, live, and whatnot. And you'll catch all the action, photos, blogs. We're sponsored by the Legacy Sports Complex. Also, the D-Zone, which is one of our title sponsors that contribute and help us, as well as Sports in the D. And nobody does it like the Legacy Sports Complex in Brighton. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Cody Holmes.
Cody Holmes.
Yes, sir.
What school you go to, Cody?
I go to Herman.
Herman. Where's that at?
That's in Windsor, Ontario.
Oh, okay. So how'd you do today?
I did good. I think so.
You did good?
We did good.
What was the record today?
3-1. Well, we played a scrimmage before. We played Cass Tech.
Cass Tech?
Yeah.
Oh, you a part of that?
Yeah.
What you think about Cass Tech?
They're good. I think they only had their younger guys in there, but
they
good.
play like they
they're grown.
Really?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. What position do you play?
Receiver and safety.
Which one you like better?
Receiver.
Yeah. Why?
I like to catch the ball.
You can't pick it off?
I can. I like to score though.
What's your GPA?
I don't even know. I don't have it calculated, cause we don't have a 4.0 over there.
What is your system over there?
We have we do for Canadian universities. You take your average of your 4 university classes in grade 12 only.
Oh, okay. So the last 2 guys I had on last week, that's why they didn't know.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't do the American system.
Yeah, it ain't a 4.0.
I got you. Right. What's your favorite subject?
Gym. No, I'm just
like No, you're not.
Science, if I had
Science.
to pick one.
What's your second favorite?
Environmental studies or something.
Okay. See, my degree is in chemical engineering.
Okay.
So you kind of like to deal with the toxins and whatnot. If I had to ask you, give me your 3 best attributes and give me something you need to work on.
On the field?
On the field.
3 best attributes. First one, probably my hands. I catch the ball.
Oh, so that's why you don't get a lot of passes because you have no hands?
Yeah. Second one, my feet. I got nice feet, I'd like to say. Third, my route running. I run good routes. And then to work on depth speed, I need to work on my top speed.
What's your 40 time right now?
Like a 4.5.
That's good speed.
Nah, I want a 4.4.
But you don't really need a 4.4 if you get quick.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Matt, you got any questions for this young man?
Talk a little bit about what you anticipate for this upcoming season at your high school.
High school, I think we're over in Canada. We won OFSA. That's our state championship over there.
Now, wait a second. You guys got guys running towards the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's a lot different.
So you guys do that in high school? That's real. Wow.
So like, we don't really jam like that, like we would over here, because you can't. It's hard to jam somebody.
Yeah, when they run in straight at you, right?
You can't jam.
And the field 120 yards?
Yeah.
And the goalpost in the end zone?
Yeah, in front. Yeah.
That's wild. So, are you familiar with? I know Arjun Calhoun came over.
Yeah, he went to my high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Outstanding. Well, thanks for coming on the show. We look forward to seeing you in the upcoming weeks. Good luck to you.
Thank you for having me.
You're listening to the Coach Hop Show. You can check us out at www.thecoachhopshow.com. You can listen live to the show. You don't have to hunt around for the links. Just click on the link, www.thecoachhopshow.com. And you can also listen to our show in your car by connecting to your smartphone via Bluetooth. It's that simple. The Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy. And so as we end the second block of games, which will conclude into maybe about a half an hour, we got time for one more guest real quick. What's your name? Theo Johnson.
Yeah.
What school you go to, Theo?
I go to Holy Names in Canada.
Oh, okay, another Canadian kid.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys do today?
We went 2-3, I think.
Oh, so you were part of that first game against Cass?
Yeah.
Okay. What you think about the Cass Tech team?
I think they're a strong team, real strong team. But I think if we play better, we could have beat them.
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm 2019.
Okay, so you played with some young guys too.
Yeah.
That wasn't their top tier team, though.
Yeah, that was a younger team, I think.
Yeah. So what position you play?
I play wide receiver.
Another wide out, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play defense anymore. I don't understand.
Neither do I.
Yes, you do, because you want to play wide out.
Yeah, because I'm tall and I got.
What does that mean? So
I'm tall and I got hands.
Oh, you got hands?
Yeah.
What's your best yards after the catch?
Like my most that I've had.
Yeah, when you caught a pass, what's the farthest you ran after you
Like
caught
70.
the ball? You went 70?
Yeah, it was like a screen too. It was crazy.
A bubble screen?
Yeah.
I know you scored.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Matt, you got any questions before we let this young man go?
Yeah, I'll stick with the theme. Talk about your high school team and what you guys are looking like this season.
So we got a lot of like talent on our team. We have a lot of, and I think the Herman's another like a big powerhouse in our city, and they haven't lost like the city championship in like 9 years. And I think next year we can.
What city is this?
This is Windsor.
Windsor.
Yeah.
So you and Herman, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can beat Herman next year. We're gonna have a real strong team.
Did you ever go to the Tunnel Barbecue when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
Best sauce in the world.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
real good. Yeah.
Is that right? We just had some action. Outstanding play out here. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you in the upcoming weeks. We're gonna take a break right now. Remember, we'll be back shortly. Remember to check us out at www.thecoachhopshow.com. You can listen to the show live. You don't have to hunt for the links. Just click on the button, and you're all set.
On Twitter, too.
You can connect to us on Twitter, Facebook Live chat, also smartphone via Bluetooth. And we're going to give you a little rock on the way out. And we're broadcasting live at the Sports Complex, Legacy Sports Complex. You're listening to the Coach Hop Show, powered by Legacy.